Hello, friends! So yesterday we began working on your own map when you started designing a key. Today you're going to finish that map. But first we're going to learn a little bit about globes and maps and what makes them different and how they're alike, comparing and contrasting. We're also going to need our social studies or world workbook, which if you're in the classroom, the teacher has. If you're at home, you should have it or you can find it on Google Classroom. Let's get started. Our learning target for today is we can explain what a globe is, and we can compare and contrast globes and maps. Remember, comparing and contrasting means looking and describing what is the same and what is different. You're right. Let's begin by reading our lesson for today, Me in the World by Karen Jones. This is the planet Earth. This is the planet that we live on. You know that. Earth is our world. Earth is one of many planets in our solar system. Go ahead and shout it out if you remember. The solar system has 8 planets that revolve or orbit around the sun. That's right. All people, plants, and animals live on our planet Earth. Earth is made up of land, water, and air. Earth is also round like a ball. This is a model of the Earth. A model of the Earth is called a globe. If you're in the classroom, at this point, the teacher can pause and get my model of the Earth, which is in our library, and show you the globe in person. You may also have a globe at home. Feel free to get that. Have you ever heard of the word model? This is a model car, and this is a real car. A model means it is a smaller size, pretend version of a real thing. A globe is a small model of the planet that we live on. We use the globe the same way we use maps to find places. A globe is round and 3-dimensional. Wait, I know that word. We heard that word in math. 3-dimensional means solid. It's a shape like a sphere, not flat like a map, not 2-dimensional like paper. We can find land and water on a globe. Can you tell where land is? Can you tell where water is? A globe has a special invisible line. Remember, invisible means you cannot see it. There's a special invisible line around the center. The line is called the equator. The equator divides the Earth into 2 parts, the north and the south. And the places around the equator are the hottest places on Earth. A globe shows us the biggest parts of the world. It shows us oceans, continents, and countries. A map can show us any place in the world, but not the biggest parts, because a map can only show certain areas at a time. Globes and maps are both tools to help us discover places in our world. Now, at this point, I want you to go ahead and pause the video and get your social studies workbook. Again, it can be found in Google Classroom, or if you're in the classroom, it is there with you and the teacher will give it to you. We were working in it the other day. Okay, do you have your social studies workbook? Go ahead and turn to page 6. Lesson 6. This picture, you should see a globe on it. Okay, if you're on page 6, let's get started. This says, use the words to label the picture. Use crayons to color the land and water. So it says water, globe, land. You are going to label where you believe the water is on the globe, and you're going to label where you believe the land is. Which one of these is water and which one is land? Go ahead and pause here and take a look at a globe in our classroom or globe you have at home. If you do not have a globe at home, I will show this again. So notice where the land is and where the water is on this globe. or this globe. Now look at your paper. Which of those in our drawing looks like land and which one looks like water? You're going to label the water, this one here. Go ahead and label the water, this one. Feel free to pause the video. And then go ahead and label the land with this word. You're going to put the labels in these boxes. Feel free to pause here if you need to. It says, this is a blank. This is a globe. Go ahead and label that one right there, where it says this is a globe. It says to color the water blue and the land green. Go ahead and pause and do that for me. Great job. So at this point, you should have the water labeled, the land labeled, and the words written, this is a globe, as well as coloring both the land and the water as neatly as you can. If you've done each of those, go ahead and put your finger on the star, right there, the star. Okay, it says a globe is a model of the earth. Smiley face for yes and frowny face for no. A globe is a model of the earth. Now look at the flower picture. It says a globe shows where land and water are on earth. Smiley face for yes or frowny face for no. Does a globe show where water is on earth? Okay. Now, today, during Independent Time, you are going to go ahead and finish your map. Here's an example. You should already have your key done from yesterday. Now, remember when you're making your map that you want it to be matching the symbols that you used on your key. So if you used green for land on your map, there should be green for land. If you used a red dot for home, for example, on your map, you should be using a red dot for home. Okay, let me know if you have any questions and feel free to rewatch any of our videos from this week if you get confused and need assistance. Bye, guys.